It is evening because it is 10 to 8 this evening. And happy Vlogmas Day 7. Day 7, yes. Unfortunately, I have been very busy today. I'm come down with a sore throat and a cold from his lordship. He is slightly getting better, and I've come down with it. Well, I'm not as bad as he was. I can cope more, and I will take Nurofen or paracetamol to help me along, but he won't take anything. He's quite adamant he won't take anything, so I just leave him to it. Anyway, I'm not going to dally too long because I have got a bit of a cold and a cough, so I'm going to go straight into opening the presents and opening the advent calendar and getting on with Sherlock, so then I can get it uploaded and you can get to see it tonight or tomorrow morning, because if I don't do it now it'll never get done. So and a lot of you said you were really pleased that I was doing it despite having despite being busy yesterday. I do like to do it, and as I said, I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I don't mind working into the evening to get this done. But it was just it's not so much it's the putting together of it, which I like. It's the actual putting together that I like doing, but it also takes a bit of time. So anyway, let's go straight into Kylie and the machine. Kylie and the machine. So Kylie and the machine, it's the 7th of the month. Oh, it's there, number 7, little circular one. There, number 7. So let's put that down. Pull that up. Excuse me. I'm not ill. I'm just coughing and cold. I was supposed to be going to Swing Fit today with my neighbour across the road. Now Swing Fit, I don't know if any of you know Swing Fit. I'm not sure I like it, but she asked me to go, and I keep saying, oh, I'll come with you then. But it's not my idea of fun. But anyway, I do go. It's not a bad time. We enjoy ourselves. So anyway, there we go. Number 7. What are these? Little white ones. Oops, they're all dropping out. White with pink writing. 2, 3 again. 3 of them. And the 3 are saying... Oh no, I've got 4 of these. I think they must have put 4 in by mistake. And they are all the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they say, in pink writing, they say cutie. Can you see that? It's what you call bubble writing, cutie. And on the back, as usual, Catma. You can't really see that very well. It's quite faded. Well, it's not faded, but it's pale pink. So cutie. 4 cutie labels. 4 cutie labels. They're quite rather nice, and they're little flap down ones like that. Excuse me. Flap down ones. By the way, COVID is happening all around us. No, that's not it. Sorry. This is not COVID. We've done a lateral flow test to make certain, but I've got a cold anyway, bit of a runny nose. But having said that, his lordship's son rang up to say he had COVID. His lordship's granddaughter had COVID, but she wasn't showing many signs. And then he's got it. His son's got it, and he says he's got a hell of a banging headache and not feeling great. And of course they're a bit worried because his partner Lucy has not had any vaccination at all. She's not an anti-vaxxer. She was just a bit worried about how it might. I think her mother's had problems in the past, and there's been health issues throughout her mother's life, and I think she's a little bit sensitive to it. And she said, once they've got it really perfect, then I will take it, but she says I'm going to have to try and avoid it if I can. But if she catches it, she might be worse than she was if she didn't have it. So anyway, son has got it, his son's got it and his granddaughter's got it. Don't know about anybody else. I'm surprised my son hasn't got it because he teaches in a high school, although the high school kids don't get it as much as the little kids. My son is very, very particular about cleanliness and always wears the mask when he's teaching if he can, and he insists on having windows open and the kids are freezing. So I think he's a little bit over the top he's a bit over the top with his hygiene, sort of. He's one of those OCD. Would you say OCD? I'm definitely not OCD. He gets that from his father's side, and his father isn't his lordship, so he gets that from his father's side. And I've been looking for my glasses all day, so I've got these green ones on. This is an old pair that I rarely wear, and there I found the other two of my other pairs. I've left them on here. I've been looking all over the place for them, but I've also lost another pair. I have about 18 or 20 pairs, so it's handy because I keep putting them down and can't find them. Anyway, let's do Sherlock, and Sherlock's one is called Mirror Images. Christmas shopping with Mr. Holmes was not going well. He kept stopping at the most boring shop windows to study the goods on display and take a peek inside, but avoided the most popular shops with the best window displays like the plague. Dr. Watson got more and more agitated until he finally lost his temper. "Holmes, why are we stopping again? How come this sudden interest in barber shops? When you suggested we go Christmas shopping, that wasn't what I had in mind." "Damn it, Watson," Holmes snapped. "Why couldn't you keep your trap shut? He spotted me." Holmes threw a glance at the shop window and set off again. Watson hurried after him, looking confused. "Spotted you? Who? What aren't you telling me?" Mr. Holmes stood still. "He's gone. I've lost sight of him." You can close your mouth again now, Watson. There'll be plenty of time for explanations later. Right now I have to make sure he doesn't get away." He strode over to a destitute-looking old woman who was doing her best to write a cardboard beggar sign. She held it up without a word as the two friends approached. And there's the sign. I don't know if you can see. Let me just do it like that. "Give me a second chance. I'm in a tight corner. No hops left. Help or next stop is the entrance to hell." And if you notice, let's see if I can get there, her E's are the wrong way around. She's got her E's the wrong way around. Yes, she has. Watson gave his friend a questioning look as Holmes studied the sign judiciously. "Why waste your time here, Holmes? I thought we were in a hurry." Mr. Holmes continued to stare at the haywire sentences. "You may not have noticed it, Watson, but this lady is telling us where to find our man." So, I wonder what this mirror image is. Oh, now I showed you that, so if you wanted to, you could press pause, rewind and see what that sign says and see if that mirror images might be the clue. And next, oh, beyond the pink door. It's a number 4, I think. Number 4. Is it a number 4? We've got a 9, a 7, a 6, a 10, a 4. A long one. A long number 4 beyond the pink door. I keep wanting to call it behind the pink door. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. No, it's not. It's number 9 when you're number 9. Number 9. Oh, dear me, I've got... I think I'll have to suck a... excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I never went like that to see what it was, did I? I know what it is because I've gone and looked at it. It's a long piece of card, and on the other side is something long and hard. It's a long thing. So let's have a look and see what it is. And it's another Prim. Prim's very popular. It's a Nachtrenner mit Schutzkappe. Nachtrenner mit Schutzkappe. Now, I don't know German, so I don't know if I'm saying that right. Or it's a découseur avec protège-point. So it's a découseur, uncutter possibly. I can't remember what découseur means. Découseur with a protect point. Or in English, a stitch ripper with a point protector. And there we go. Not that I haven't got loads of these to start with. But that's a stitch unpicker with a point, with a cover, protective cover. And don't forget, ladies, I've done a little video of this before. If you've got one of these and it hasn't got a ball on the end, bin it and get yourself a one with a ball on the end, because the one with the, unless it's vintage, unless you don't want to get rid of it because it belonged to granny or whatever, but these ones with a ball on the end help you unpick a lot easier. And so there you go, one ball point ended stitch unpicker. Now now then, the next one is caboodly doodly doodle. A lady asked me who is this sack from. It's got a lovely I've got it covered up there, but it's got a Santa's buckle on it. It's like his bottom trousers, isn't it? Or it's the kind of sack you would pull around with him. Santa would pull around. Do not wash, sponge clean only, keep away from the fire. Could be used for all sorts of things for children as well. But this has come from a company called Caboodle Textiles, and I think they must do their own designing of textiles. And I paid £75 for this caboodle textile, very expensive. But I would say that I think that I've had a metre of fabric, which probably would have been something like £15 to start with, and I've had a couple of other things. I think that I've probably got my money's worth out of here. So number 7 is a little bag, another little white bag. So number 7 is a satin bag, and it's got something hard in it. Two things, I think it's got 2 things in. Little satin bag, it's rather a nice little satin bag as well. And a moustache. What's this? Oh no, it's one thing, but it's folded over. So, look at this. It is, and now I never got to finish my other one because I've been so busy. And also, this past 10 or 15 minutes, well, this past hour, I told my accountant that I told my accountant that the accounts were ready, and she said, oh, have you got your P60 and have you got this, that and the other? And we've spent the past hour searching high and low for these documents that she asked for. And usually I either email them across, so I went and checked all my emails and couldn't see any attachments. And then I said to his lordship, I'm sure I sent her them in July when we were selling the business, his business. I put everything into a big folder and I sent her the folder, so it would have contained all those documents. So I've had to email her across after us wasting an hour looking for it. I've had to email her and say, have you not got the documents? So, day 7 from Caboodle is a pom-pom kit. And it's a reindeer pom-pom kit. You get the reindeer head, and you get the wool, and I would imagine you wrap the wool round there, and then you make a little pom-pom out of it. Yes, you wrap the wool round, it shows you what to do. You could nearly make yourself one of these, design a little card like that. It's double-sided, and then thread your wool through, and it becomes a little pom-pom tree decoration. So that is day 7 of Caboodle. Oh, and you get a little ribbon as well. There's a little bit of ribbon in there. Where do you put the ribbon? Oh, the ribbon's for hanging it up. Right, so the next one. So anyway, I'm going to have to hurry up because I need to go and get some cough sweets, get a nice hot drink down my throat because it's starting to get a bit red. It feels a bit sore. Well, I'm going to start with part 2 of Sherlock Holmes, but I think I know why he was looking in the barber shop. And I'm going to tell you a little story about when I was a young girl. When I was a young girl, I used to go on the bus. I used to come on the bus from school to home. Used to get school. It wasn't a school bus, it was an ordinary bus. And my sister had a friend called Elspeth. And one day Elspeth was on the bus. And I was sat beside her. I was near the window and she was sat beside me. Now Elspeth has a daughter, and some of you might know her daughter because her daughter is called Isla Fisher, and Isla Fisher is married to Sacha Baron Cohen. And if you want to know who they are, I'm not totally enamoured by Sacha Baron Cohen, but Isla Fisher used to be in Home and Away. Was it Home and Away? But anyway, they must have gone to Australia later on. When she got married, she moved to Australia, and that's her daughter. But that's by the by. Anyway, where was I? Elspeth was sat beside me on the bus, and I was sat there, and I said, "Oh, that lad's rather nice, him." And I kept looking across at him, and she said, "Don't look across at him. Look in the window and see his reflection." So ever since then, every time I do anything, not just people that, you know, I'm looking at, if I'm on a bus or if I want to see something and I want to see what's happening, I look at the reflection. Then it's less looking like I'm staring at them and I'm kind of watching what that person over there is doing, picking their nose or wiping their face or whatever, or crying, and I can see it all in the reflection of the window. So she said that to me, and so after that, ever since, I've always looked in the reflection. So was Sherlock doing the same thing? Without a word, Holmes headed off again. "I will admit," he said, as Watson quickly followed after him, "that I was playing the crowd. The beggar was actually one of my informants in disguise. I've posted several of them in different places around the city today and agreed a code with them all beforehand. Any words with a mirrored letter E are unimportant, but the words with the E written correctly should throw some light on the subject. Our message read, 2nd corner left, next entrance," and I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Am I? I've got a sneeze coming on. Our message read, 2nd corner left, next entrance. And lo and behold, here's a staircase leading down to a basement flat. Now, I'm not sure what that means. Oh. So any ones that had the right letter E, 2nd corner left, next entrance. 2nd corner left, next entrance. I'm reading about methanol. Getting the right fit. Oh, I'm ready to sit down. Nice cup of tea. Our message reads, 2nd corner left, next entrance, and lo and behold, here's a staircase that leads down to a basement flat. That's as may be, Holmes, but what is actually going on? Said Dr. Watson. The man we are following is a meddlesome fence who sells his stolen wares in broad daylight in the centre of town. When you said you wanted to go Christmas shopping to buy a present for our wonderful landlady, Mrs. Hudson, I decided to use this innocent pastime to observe the crook more closely in the reflections in the shop windows, hoping to find his hideout. Despite your blundering, Watson, I have succeeded. Here, take this revolver. We are about to pay him an unexpected visit, and I haven't a clue how he might react. So yes, he was looking in the barber shops and watching somebody through the glass. So there you go. That was Holmes again. Now, a lot of you are saying, I hope it's more complicated eventually. They're all quite fairly simple ones. Perhaps they might get a bit harder. His lordship did say that he might do a Sherlock, but he says, will they mind if I change it all? He says, will they mind if I change it a bit, if I become a Yorkshire Sherlock Holmes? Well, I don't think they'll mind if you're Yorkshire, as long as you don't stray off the actual topic. And he says, I would say, come thee lad, come. I can't even do his Yorkshire accent. He's from Yorkshire, I'm not. And he says, I might divert off the subject. And I said, well, you can't do it. You can't do it. Anyway, my nose is about ready to run. I've just been held off a sneeze. My throat is getting a bit sore. So hopefully I'm going to love you and leave. No, let's start again. I'm going to love you and I'm going to leave you, and hopefully I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye.